Lindsay is our primary prayer pastor. He's of the Palatine tradition, Palatine brother in the Roman Catholic Church. Prayer is very important to him and to us. Sometimes we have people sharing that time with him through the whole evening or for part of the evening. So he's going to share now what it means to be a prayer pastor. Thanks, Lindsay. Could you give him a warm welcome? Thank you.
We know Matthew 25. The Son of Man comes in his glory. When I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. When I was a stranger, you welcomed me. When you did this to the least of these, you did it to me. We can imagine a person standing at heaven's gates, and Peter noting from his iPad, when I was thirsty, you with 2 or 3 others gave me to drink. When I was a stranger, you with 2 or 3 others welcomed me. And Peter Skyping God saying, I think I've got a street pastor here. Marge, who's one of the street pastors, tells a story of meeting a young woman crying and simply just being there for her after Marge's shift, to reassure her and phoning us to pray. I want to say 3 things about prayer. Firstly, prayer, whether intercessory or not, is not always about saying words to God. It may often be expressed by action and sharing in God's desire for the other person as far as human experience allows. In John's Gospel, Jesus washes the feet of his disciples as a call to discipleship and service. Secondly, in Matthew 26, the Son of Man will be handed over to be crucified. 2 images of Matthew held in sacred balance, glory and the cross. We may sometimes find ourselves called to pray to Jesus crucified. In Paul's words in Philippians, Jesus becomes obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Our prayer may not always be to a God Almighty, but to a Jesus who emptied himself, taking the form of a slave. When fragility meets fragility, through the fragility of Jesus on the cross and us in our weakness, we have intimacy as gift. But through human experience, when fragility meets power, we have alienation. Thirdly, if there is a group of us in prayer, we first need to accept where each of us is. God first finds us where we are. St. Augustine said he went abroad to find God, only to realize God was already at home within. Or, for the street pastor perhaps very, very, very occasionally, Mother Teresa's words might ring true. I met Jesus today, but in the most disagreeable disguise. Let us pray. You know the way for us. You know the time. Into your hands we trustingly place ours. Your plan is perfect, born of perfect love. You know the way for us. This way is love. Amen.